up, guys? Today we are watching an 13 riddles from right side. So let's start.
Inspector Lewis found the footage of a fancy dinner where a famous actress was almost poisoned. He analyzed the video and came to a quick conclusion of who was the culprit. Take a look at the image. Can you figure out who tried to poison the celebrity?
Right there. So the first woman has a poison near her. I think that's a bottle of poison. And I think I have to look closer. Also the second lady. I think this is the second lady.
The picture clearly shows that the second lady was the culprit. You see, the lady decided to wear gloves so she wouldn't get poison on her hands and poison herself.
Yes,
Besides, if you
I still got it.
someone, you would
So
have
1
to make
point.
the food look presentable. And if you take a look at the first lady's suit, it looks pretty terrible. Alex needed to get across a park in the middle of the night. He walked fast until out of nowhere a hooded man came up to him and knocked him out. The next day, Alex went to the closest police station to file a report.
How is he still alive?
Police were interrogating 3 suspects, Ben, Michael, and Bernie. The detective gave each of them a marker and asked them to write down their names. As soon as they finished, he arrested the right person. How did the officer know who to arrest?
Wait a minute. Mac. Ow. I think it's because Ben. I think it's just Ben. It's what my guts tell me. What? How? How did?
The test wasn't all that random after all. Alex was hit from the right side, so the police were trying to figure out who was left-handed. And among these 3 guys, the only left-handed one is Bernie.
Oh.
On a moonless night, Mary decides to watch a horror movie before going to bed.
Why?
She passes out on her couch, and the next thing
Why would anyone do that?
she wakes up in a haunted castle. She hears screeching sounds and screams all over the place.
Oh.
She walks carefully
She
to the
deserved
kitchen
that.
where she finds 3 suspicious meals ready to be eaten.
Oh.
Take a look at the plate.
They look tasty.
Can
I want to have one.
figure out which of these plates is poisoned?
All of them are poisoned. First one, which is a spider.
So, the french fries look relatively okay. The cake has a spider climbing on top of it. But hey, it's protein, right? But the meat. Oh, the meat has a strange liquid coming out of it. That's the one.
I told you he was trying to trick me.
The airport police are having a lot of trouble these days. Many
Oh my.
and are trying to leave the country as fast as they can. Take a look at this image. You got to figure out ASAP who the fugitive is.
Blonde hair. The woman has blonde hair. Let me just look closer. Whatever. So apparently, I think it's the first lady. Yeah, first
It's the
lady.
lady on the right. Although the woman in the wanted poster is blonde, she must have dyed her hair brown to try to get through security. But her lips and freckles are exactly the same as
Yeah,
the
first
picture.
lady. The first lady.
Something weird happened at Johnny's wedding day. He was busy tackling some last-minute problems when he slipped on a banana peel.
Okay.
How comical. He hit his head pretty strongly, but when he woke
Why
up,
is he having birthday parties?
he
Oh,
lost
in
his
nowhere.
short-term memory. And there were 4 different brides in front of him, but he didn't know who his real bride was.
4, that's only 2. Or there.
First of all, try to rule out which of these brides is actually life-threatening to John.
Last it. Wait, what's that thing? On her. Okay. One of her has to have a dream. What's it supposed to be? What is that? I think it's the one right behind him. The one right behind him. It's actually... Wait. I'm saying the one behind him is his real bride, but threatening, I would say, the last one behind him.
Did you see the hidden poison jar on that bride? The bride on the left is probably pretty.
How am I even going to see that? It's so small.
Jane and Brendan really didn't like each other.
I like
they were
toys, but I
sharing a flat
didn't know.
because they were short on money. What Brendan didn't know is that Jane had some evil plans. She planned on poisoning one of his meals, since she was the one that always prepared the food. One day, she cooked the same piece of meat for both of them. She cut it in half, ate her share, and gave him the other part. After he ate it, he started to feel really bad and was taken to the hospital. The question is, how did Jane manage to survive while Brendan got sick?
Because I'm thinking that first she cutted it by two, then she placed the poison, then she ate her first, then she gave to the other part, the poison part to him. Is it?
Jane put poison on one side of the knife, which was the piece she gave Brendan. Take a look at this image. Who do you think is being more careless here?
I think the first woman. She's not even there. It's just a woman on the top.
The girl on the right. She's almost falling out of the boat. She should move to the middle and help balance the weight.
Bruh. I'm thinking that he's trying to trick me, but he's using reverse psychology.
And what about in this image? Who do you think is being irresponsible here?
The second woman. It's the woman. The right one on the right.
Let's see. It's the person on the right. The snake is too close to her face. It could hurt her. While the crocodile is simply interested in the meal the man is feeding him. An old lady was shopping at the mall when she saw something strange. She looked at a woman all dressed in orange at the cashier and shouted that she was seeing a prisoner that must have just escaped from
That's what I
prison.
want to say.
The woman in orange felt really confused, called the police, and got the old lady kicked out of the mall. What exactly happened here?
She just tried on that orange cloth beside her near the cashier, and she planned to buy it, and right when she bought it, she wore it. I'm guessing that.
The woman was dressed in orange overalls. It was just a fashion trend, but the old lady mistook it for prison clothing.
I know that. I got that counts.
Witches and all types of beings coexist.
Oh.
Jenny and Lawrence were playing hide and seek. They were
Okay.
inside a huge old mansion.
Right?
Jenny spent hours looking for her friend.
Why
until
would
she
you go?
stepped inside the study.
Why would you go
There were
inside a
footprints
mansion?
up until the middle of the room, and then they disappeared. The only window of the room was open. Take a look at the picture. Can you figure out what happened here?
If I am guessing, someone walked till here with using, and all his foot had mud, and then but when he reached the last near the chair, all the mud in his shoes finished, so that's why the footprints stopped there. Also, I think that maybe he went in there and climbed up the chair and went down the window. Well, I think my first guess is correct.
shapeshifter. This explains why the footprints didn't reach the window.
Shapeshifter?
Plus, look at the bird food on the floor. He probably shapeshifted into a bird and escaped.
Bruh.
Katie got lost in the desert. She walked for hours when suddenly she came across a huge oasis. But to reach the main waterfall where she could drink some water, she had to cross a bridge. There were 3 bridges leading to the same place. The first bridge was far from the ground, and its rope looked like it could rip at any second. The second bridge had some hungry-looking alligators crawling on it.
Okay.
The last bridge stood above a lake full of poisonous water plants.
Okay.
Which bridge should she choose?
The last one? So like you're gonna fall in the poisonous plant unless you're not careful.
The last one.
Yeah.
The bridge stands above a poisonous lake, but she won't touch the water when crossing it. A group of friends rented a fancy villa for vacation, right on the seaside.
Fancy.
When they arrived, the hostess offered them cake and drinks.
Ooh,
They
lemonade.
chatted and ate the delicious cake, when suddenly 2 of them started to feel really bad. They were immediately taken to the hospital, and the doctor said they found poison in their bodies. Take a look at the image. How did the other 2 friends survive after eating the cake?
Let us see. Wait a minute. Actually, how did they get poisoned by the... I don't think they got poisoned by the cake. They both got poisoned by the lemonade. While the other both were not drinking a lemonade and were drinking something else from a bottle.
That's easy. The poison wasn't in the cake.
Yes.
The poison was on the drinks the hostess served them.
I knew it.
If you look closely, the friends that felt sick drank what the hostess offered them, and the others didn't. Oh my! Mark, Ray, and Livia are doing terribly financially. So they walked into a local supermarket looking for the cheapest thing to buy. One of them was planning on stealing something. But hey, can you figure out who just stole something?
Okay. What about someone like... Not a kid. Not a kid. The first man looks suspicious, so... I'm gonna say the first man. It was the kid. Actually. Where did this come?
Livia, the little girl.
Uh,
She's hiding something in her shirt pocket.
so guys, the video finished.
So hey,